All right, I promised y'all I would give you a quick tutorial on reporting for those who need a little refresher course for our reporting of service and education hours for 2021. So this is our site. This is our Tennessee Extension Master Gardener database reporting site, temg.tennessee.edu. Hopefully everyone is already registered. You only register if you are a very, very first time user when you're setting up your account. All other times you log in on this site, you're going to click sign in, okay? So we're going to sign in. I've got my email and my password in there, and we just click log in. And that should take you to the home dashboard. This is the page that everyone should come to. I encourage everybody to take a little time going through each one of these tabs, clicking on these different options and seeing what's available. There are lots of really cool things in there, but for today, we're just going to review reporting continued education units, CEUs, and we're also going to cover reporting service through this projects tab here. So let's start with projects, okay? So we'll click on the projects tab. It's pretty straightforward. This first box says log project hours. We'll click on that. You have a drop-down box. When you click on that little drop-down arrow, it lists all of our service projects in alphabetical order, okay? So let's say that you helped with the fall plant sale. So you click on fall plant sale. And then a lot of people get stuck here. They say, well, what's supposed to happen now? So don't forget about this little green magnifying glass right here to the right of that box. You have to click it. Click that green magnifier, and that will bring up the options for you to enter hours. So let's say I worked 4 hours. And mileage is important. We want to know, how much mileage that you are spending driving to and from projects. So, for example, I live about 15 miles from Jackson. So we'll say mileage to get to the project and back home is 30 miles. Doesn't have to be exact, just do a guesstimation. And then the project date, here that was October the 7th, was when the first day of the plant sale. So I have all of the required information in here, and I hit submit. And if everything has gone through properly, you provided all the information that you should have, you'll get these words in green text right here. It says report saved for the project titled fall plant sale. And that's all you have to do. It's as easy as that. Now, if for some reason you realize you entered something incorrectly, or you reported something twice, that's why we have these nifty buttons right here, the edit report button and the delete report button. I'll show you how to use those real quickly. So edit report, yours won't have this step where I have to select the volunteer, but mine does because I'm an admin, so I can see everybody else's stuff. But I'm just going to, for example, I'll click on Miss Betsy, and we'll select a project. I'll come down here to her Liberty Park project. And once you have selected your project, you'll click that green magnifying glass. And here pops up all that information. You can edit it from here. You can change that 1.5 hours to 1 hour, or if you forgot to put in your mileage, you can enter your mileage again. And once you've gotten all your corrections made, you'll click submit. And then the same process goes for the delete report. Again, you don't have to select yourself because it knows who you are. But from there, you would need to you would select a project. And then if you decided you didn't need that report anymore, you would click the delete button. And I'm not going to do that because I don't want to delete Betsy's information that she has in there. But that's as easy as it is. So the main thing to know is to report projects. Go to the project tab, click on the very first box that says log project hours. Find your project in the drop-down box. If you did some service work on your own that doesn't have a designated project that it fits into perfectly, please come to this area right here. Again, they're in alphabetical order, so go down to horticulture. I've got some options here. Horticulture work at a civic or nonprofit organization. That would include a church, etc. Any kind of civic or nonprofit. Horticulture work at a government facility. Horticulture work at a school. Okay, so I'm sure most of our other things that we're doing on our own that aren't a part of a group workday project are going to fit into one of those three categories. And if you have questions on that, feel free to let me know. All right, so now let's talk about reporting continued education units. It has a few more steps involved, but still super simple. Just click on CEU tab right at the top. The first box you come to is log CEU hours and program name. So say that you came to a Master Gardener meeting. I might just type in MG meeting. Okay. Description, not super important. If you came to our last one that was in October, we had a tour, garden tour. We toured the grounds, UT Gardens Jackson. And then I would like you have to select a category that this education fits into. Was this educational program mostly about landscape plants? Was it leadership and organizational support? Did it focus on pest and disease, vegetable or fruit production? Did it focus on wildlife or pollinators? So we've just got these big generalized categories so that we can get a better representation of what types of continuing education people are interested in on a statewide level. So when we put all of these reports together from across the state, we can see the big picture, right? Say 30% of continued education is being focused towards wildlife and pollinators. So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to put landscape plants. That garden tour, was heavy on the landscape plants. We did that for an hour. You can count all of our Master Gardener Monthly Association meetings for 1 hour of continued education. Program date. Again, it's not super important that the date is like exact. If you can't remember the date, that's okay. Just get somewhere close. But I know that our meetings are the first Thursday of each month. So here's October 7th. I have that in there, and now I hit submit. And then you get these green text right here that says CEU report saved. And if you want to put in another, you can just automatically put add another report, that button right here. Or of course, you can always go back up to this square module and click there to bring up a new entry. And again, just like we had in the projects tab, we have an option to edit CEU reports and also to delete them. So if you realize you made an error or you put something in twice, you can always go back and fix things there. Now, if once you've got things entered and you're kind of wanting to see what it's looking like, go back to your home dashboard. This is year to date. And you can see that I just entered in some information for October. And that's what's showing right here is my personal volunteer dashboard. So whatever you've entered is going to show right here. The top box right here shows service hours, okay? And this bottom box right here shows continuing education hours. And then it gives you kind of in a chart form over here on the right side as well, just kind of a bullet listing of what all you've entered. Okay, so that's a quick rundown of how to enter hours on the Tennessee Extension Master Gardener Reporting Database. Quick refresher for those who'd like it. Also, while you're on here, you might want to check out your profile. Just click on that little profile button up on the top right. And make sure all of your information is correct, right? Go in here and look at your email, make sure that's right. Go to my profile, make sure all this information is correct. Your address, your phone number, your email address, because this is where I pull the information to update our directory. And this is the year to have 2022, we'll have a full updated directory. So try to, if you can, take a glance at that. And it would also be awesome if we could get more folks to put a picture of themselves on here. And that's accessible through your profile as well. I'll do it again for those who didn't see. I'm going to profile, add profile image. And then you just choose a file. You click this button here. It'll take you to your pictures. You can tell I've just picked the first thing that came through there. And once you've selected image, you hit save. And that's pretty. I realize that's not a picture of me, but I just wanted to show you how to do it. So I would love it if we could get pictures of each of our members on here. That's really going to help our newer folks get to know some of our older folks, and the folks who've been around a while be able to become familiar with our newer Master Gardener members. Okay, well, I hope this has been helpful, and if you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or any of the members on our tech team, and I will see y'all on Thursday, 6:30 at the West Tennessee Research and Education Center. Don't forget we're having a plant and seed swap. So bring some things that you'd like to share with your fellow Master Gardeners. Have a great day. Bye.